All right, guys, and we are back. You're listening to Sleek Radio on the 93.5. And of course, you're listening to me, Danae, and One Clause Never Few.
Hi, who?
Okay. All right. I'm checking him if he's here. As well as Miss Mishka. We have her in the building. Mishka, for the people who don't know you and want to find you on social media and see all of your controversial points. Yes.
Are they controversial though?
Or
are you saying they're controversial?
Please the Guan.
Okay.
Please the Guan. Right? Before the two of we.
I'm
okay.
just saying.
Very well. Where can they find you on social media, Mishka?
At Mishka Renee on Instagram and at Alive by Mishka Renee on TikTok.
There we go. All right. So before we took the break, right, Mishka and I were going back and forth.
Danae was losing and I was winning.
It's a lie. I asked right for statistics, and her good friend Claus jumped in and saved her.
You tried to exit a while ago.
Yes,
I have the editor here right here as evidence, and I was like, no.
We had more time for you to present your points.
You didn't.
Yes, and present your sources, and that is what I'm asking.
All right, ready?
All of the stats we are talking about, please to present them.
All right. First one.
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica Health and Lifestyle Survey.
That's the
That presented
Sir.
that.
Sorry.
Sir,
I'm
come
going to
here.
be quiet.
We never
I'm gonna be
asked for the
quiet.
sound effect.
We never asked for the sound effect. That is why you keep yourself quiet over there.
You see
because
what
the
I
two
said?
of us
I said
will come at
it.
you.
I said it.
No, but
I
that's
said
why
it.
that's why I intentionally did it just now because he said he would be quiet. So I did it on purpose.
Oh, Lord.
Normally, me leave class, make him do his sound effect, you know.
All right, I will, you know.
Keep yourself
No,
quiet.
do your
Yes.
sound effects. I actually like that one. It felt good.
Madam.
All right, sorry.
Yes.
So 19.2% are female, and it's actually higher within urbanized women, and the lowest would be amongst rural men at 7.9, but overall it would be 9.9. So obviously you see there's a disparity between depression amongst men and women. Second one is a study done by NCU. So I'm intentionally using local studies done so we can really actually capture what's going on here. The local study done by NCU actually utilized a more we call it, the diagnostic model that they utilized for that study covered like 9 to 20 questions across each day. So they managed and monitored the depression symptoms of each participant within that kind of model. So it was a lot more specific than Jamaica Health Survey, which is why I think it's relevant. That one showcased that the single women and the married women, that is when married women, when they become separated, it doubles. So single women, 17%, married women, 19%, separated, 31.7%.
Was the study clear as to the relationship? No, I have to ask the question.
Make sure ask the question.
I understand you.
Was the study clear as well?
Right? Was the study clear as to the type of relationship that married woman was exiting from? Was it an abusive relationship? What were the factors that contributed to the divorce? You understand, to the separation? That's what I'm asking.
Yes. So they had to basically specify what caused the depression within the marital unit. That would determine also why the divorce happened.
So what I'm asking you is, what was the type of relationship that the married woman was exiting
What
from?
pursued the divorce was when the woman felt very pressured from having to cover 100% of the household responsibilities while also being in the corporate workforce.
Are we aware of whether or not the man was operating in a traditional role?
Yes, they were covering their provisionary roles as well.
Okay. All right. Next
So
study.
basically, they selected the recipients based off of that. So they selected the households based off of those criterions.
So in a situation where the gentleman is covering his part, yes, because that's what you just said, he's operating in the most traditional way, and the woman is still feeling burdened to cover
The
household responsibilities.
Yes, because she's also still working. So to do both is very hard. So that contributes to majority of exhaustion amongst women and having to utilize, what do you call it now? NSAIDs. It's not NSAIDs. the pills. I don't want to call the names, but pills basically to lessen anxiety and depression. And then we have
That's why we ashwagandha bodies now.
hmm,
That's why we have the ashwagandha bodies.
ashwagandha.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Mhm.
You leave persons who are struggling alone.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
About
basically,
ashwagandha bodies.
To conclude, that basically that type of dynamic is what causes women to become very exhausted and emotionally unfulfilled.
Mm.
Mhm.
So what is it? Is it that the man's contribution is insufficient?
Contribution in what sense? Financial or
Yes.
emotional?
Well, you said that he's providing, he's doing his part. So I would
Mhm.
assume that the provision, the protection, and so forth, the requirements of a traditional man would be fulfilled.
Within the marital unit, what causes the woman to be depressed is because culturally we enforce ourselves to basically have to fit in this role of we can do it all. And you see that amongst Gen X and millennials a lot. The Gen Zs are more like the soft life. They're trying to escape the pressure that we place on ourselves. So that pressure is what causes that mental state of women within the marital unit, because she feels that I must dominate my managerial post or my corporate place within the workforce, whilst at the same time managing everything within the household. I must have the perfect life. I'm the wife, I am the corporate dominatrix, and I'm also able to do everything successfully. And then when you find it, you realize that there's a mental breaking point. You're exhausted. Economically, you're frustrated. And this is what contributes to the depression rate. And even if you want to say, 19% is not that bad, when you look at it, 2.8 million is what approximately constitute Jamaica, and half of that population are women. So 18% of that tells you what? No, I'm saying overall depression is not married women. Jamaica Health Survey was just overall women, not just married.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So,
I think Trey wants to jump in. All right, Trey.
it's an interesting topic.
Mm.
It's an interesting topic because what you're saying, we have a lot of depressed women out here because, especially millennials and Gen X,
Mm-hmm.
because they choose to be
Yep.
the
Matrifocal.
right modern woman, trying to be the boss babe, trying to be the leader at work, and then sometimes at home they might try and manage some things, but something I forget left behind, don't you think?
Yes. And what gets left behind
And
themselves.
then and not only themselves, I think, but I also think the man, because if especially if there's a child in the picture, the child will come first, the job will come first, and as a man I can tell you this, most women will look by me and tell me say them child and them job will come before me. And that means if she come home and she tired and she are pitting her eat, or pitting have to eat, she have to eat, but me not have to eat. Because she tired for me. The job makes she tired, and she have to care for the kids, so she not have no time for me.
I've also heard men say that they don't understand why women take up this role or place this expectation on themselves. It's like they're saying, I already am willing to do the outside work, the dirty work, all of that, to make sure we have that household infrastructure, family unit, everything. Why is it? And we can see it in the fact that when we look at the labor force, majority of men constitute those type of jobs. Women just take up majority of the service.
Mishka, I'll say this though, as a man, it's not linear anymore because of the economy we live in. We have to be realistic about life, and most men, especially, well, women control the working force right now. Most men are hustlers. They might make money, but it's not on the books.
It's not on the books.
It's not on the books, right? But money are coming. Money are coming, and I would like to think that most men naturally would like to be a traditional man because it's innate in us for as a man for one open a door for a woman, If you want buy
But you
lunch
have
for a woman,
limitations.
want buy lunch for a woman, want take care of a woman because that's us as a man.
That's true.
We don't have to think about it, we just do.
Right.
Right? And then no, it's getting harder, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because the little that we do sometimes is not enough anymore.
Because of social media, you know that you want the bag and the this and the car and the so. Poor little man are
But
probably
again-
bringing something.
But again, remember the first point I made? It's not
Mhm.
linear anymore because,
Mhm.
especially because of the economy we live in right now.
Right.
So, one hand can clap is what I'm trying to say.
Right. It's
Or
based to
you-
have a two economic
So let's go back to the table.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a question of what are you bringing to the table, but how are you contributing to the development of this relationship?
Yes. So the table is basically
That
the
is it.
relationship.
That
How we're
is it.
contributing to the
That's
building
all I
of
have
it.
to say.
I love how everybody just took the point that I made off here. Anyways,
What?
anyways,
Hey, no man.
Anyways.
Act like she said something and like,
Something
well,
I
that's
know.
what I
I
said.
definitely said it, and I'm glad that my TikTok people are here and
Are
that the
they?
show
As-
is
as-
fully
as-
recorded. You
Yeah.
heard me, didn't you, Trey?
Yeah, but that's a whole
Okay.
different
Thank
topic.
you, Trey. Thank
Now we have to do
you.
the topic, yeah?
But let me ask something. I'm matter of fact, not even ask. Let me answer a question that you posed,
God.
Mishka.
All right.
You said, right, that some men are wondering why women go and take up all of this excitement on them head, why
Yeah,
bust,
some men
bust
do
up your
that,
brain
yeah.
about career and all of these things when I am out here doing all of the manual labor to provide for you. And I think, you know, if our society was a little bit different in that women could place all trust and confidence in men and in their relationships, then possibly they wouldn't feel the need to step out of the traditional role. If it is a case where women could trust that boy, one day him not gonna just get up and cut, you know, because I've heard stories. We see them come a court too, for maintenance and all these things, when the man just decided himself, say, I am no longer going to be in this role. I'm no longer going to take up this responsibility. And so women have to place themselves, and it is sensible for them to place themselves in a position where, you know, them do all of the risk management already. Them know, say, okay, if you drop the ball, them can catch it. You understand? And it doesn't, you know, it is not even a ball, it's an egg. If them drop the egg, you know, they can catch it, and it not gonna drop on the ground and broke.
Which standard do you think women have that a man, an average man, has room to fulfill the roles financially within the relationship dynamic? Because I'm listening to you and I'm hearing that you're saying, oh, the ball drop, and half of the time men walk out. However, when you look at the Supreme Court, yes, women are the ones that are carrying men to court to get family court, right? So women are the ones that are basically demanding. We call it when they go for alimony. Alimony is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, but I'm based off of the data is alimony. So if 5,000 men are being carried on a yearly basis, and then when you look at it, no men are basically trying to carry women for custodial agreement. Why is that? So I get it and I agree with you. When a woman carries a man to court
You said
for
no,
alimony,
no
but
man?
at the same time, there are barely any men carrying women to court for 50-50
Okay.
custodial agreement,
All right.
right? But at the same time, I bring that up just to say this. Women are always trying to hold men accountable, but then we don't look at the parameters that we ourselves create that make it very difficult for men to meet those standards. Such as a man needs to be making 6 figures in order to have a family unit. In this economy, how is he gonna do that? And some of the time when you look at it, she herself not even making it.
You know, speaking of that, I saw somebody in my comments say, why would I be with a broke man in 2026? Why would I start a relationship with a broke man? And my thing is, why would I start a relationship with a broke woman? It goes both ways. And we keep pretending that it doesn't. Yeah, man, put the phone like on, man. we keep pretending that it doesn't, but the truth of the matter is we're in 2026. women in Jamaica
Equality.
earn more. They have higher positions within employment. There's more managers that are women than men. They are more educated. They're more educated from prep from prep school.
primary
From
school.
prep results come right through. They're more educated. They're more qualified. I wouldn't say they're earning more money. We still have
No, they
some
aren't.
discrepancies with the gender pay gap, particularly in Jamaica. So I don't think they're making more money, but they're more employed. They're more educated, and it's not the same world that we lived in before, where women were denied a bank account, were denied certain educational opportunities, were denied certain working opportunities. So it can't be this thing where, yeah, man, for us take up the girl and provide every little thing, and that's just not. I mean, it's realistic for TikTok and social media, where we
Right.
just see the minorities with the loudest voice. But that's not the reality of the situation for the majority of people.
So you see, my situation here now is like we're stuck between a rock and a hard place, because you have one subset of men like Claus who's over here saying that, boy, why am I gonna take up broke girl? And then you have Mishka over here that's saying, but the men are saying
No,
that
man.
why are the women
All right, let me-
in,
Me not like
let
the
me-
change
in
I
the
told them.
career?
Me not like how
Why
you
are the
me not like
women
that.
That's
having
not-
careers, yes, and going out and doing certain things?
I don't think she said that.
All right,
No,
so
she
I'm
definitely said
saying
that.
that some men, I said that some men are wondering why you take up that responsibility on yourself. But at the same time, there are men who agree that, yeah, we should be equals. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, Mishka.
We will have a few minutes left, guys, and I
The
want to
kid, the
interject.
kid is so on earth. You're so very earth.
No,
You know when the dog goes up?
no.
That's what that kid give me that vibe there.
No, you change your mode, but me, I'm gonna make you go on.
Make
Yes,
a-
straight.
well, we can run back the video.
Yeah, we have to run back
'Cause
the
at
clip.
no point did I say that the latter doesn't exist. Never.
I,
Never
I want,
leave
I
my
want
mode.
to, I want to end the show with some fun and games Friday, guys.
Yeah.
Yay!
Me and Mishka can't stop because we can't.
All right,
And
so
you are cause yourself.
for the listeners listening, this is Fun and Games Friday. These are the rules. You answer in 30 or you sing for 30. So if you don't answer in 30 seconds, you got to sing a song for 30 seconds.
Yeah, that game
So, the first question, since yesterday we have the biggest artist in the world, and to answer, you must say 39 or 93. You see me?
What's the difference?
93.5
Oh,
or 39.
Don't.
All right. First question. Name 5 Vibes Cartel songs in 30 seconds.
9-3.
Class.
Pass my gun. That's 1.
Who's timing?
Ramping Shop. That's 2. Victory. That's 3. Gone on Time. That's 4. Clark's Part 1. That's 5. Clark's Part 2. That's 6. Clark's Part 3. That's
Yeah, let's clap.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright,
we can
alright.
repeat
There we
what
go.
somebody else said. Is that the rule?
No, it's
No,
just
it's
the
just
first
the
person to answer.
So when you want to answer,
I
you
thought
say
all of us
39.
get to answer.
No, you say 39 or 93 to say you want to
Back
answer.
at the class.
All right.
Michelle.
Next question. Which Jamaican artist is known as the Doctor?
93.
Danae.
Being a man.
Yay!
Good job. Well done.
All right. Finish the lyric. Welcome to Jamrock.
93.
Danae. Welcome to Jamrock.
93.
Yeah.
Where the thugs them can put 2 pounds in a van.
But-
It in a your knapsack.
I never take you on it. Yo, me watch her now. I thought you'd flop.
around like, listen to me.
I thought you'd fall. I
That
thought
is-
you'd falter.
That
I
is
didn't
my,
believe in you.
That is my darling. Good morning.
Okay, well done.
Damien.
Well done.
All
well
right.
done. I thought I didn't believe in
Which Jamaican athlete is known as the Sub 10 King?
you.
93.
Class.
Yeah.
Class.
It was him.
Wickedness,
I
that.
saw
A
for
wickedness, that.
All right,
That
that's
is
That's
all
a
how He
wickedness.
has
Right.
the most sub 10-second races of all time. Ever.
Guys in the cat.
All right. This is a controversial one. In your opinion, which dancehall artist is known as the queen of the dancehall?
93.
Danae. Mind
Hold
you,
on,
some of your followers
now,
are go
hold on now. Wait, let me apologize first. Auntie Spice, good day.
You're apologizing to Grace Hamilton?
Wait, Auntie Spice, good day. Thank you very much for all your contribution to the dance hall. You are the current queen. However, Lady Saw is the original queen, right? So we're just differentiating the first queen from the second
I thought
queen.
Carlene Davis was the first queen.
No.
Wasn't she? And that's why they had the show off of her?
Yeah, but that was like, I don't know. I mean,
That's why they had the movie Dance Hall Queen.
I wouldn't put her
What's
on
your
the
name,
same
Carlene?
level.
Yeah.
Yeah, Davis. No, sorry. I wouldn't put her on the same level as
I thought it would be Carlene, to be fair. That would have been my
But
answer.
that would have been the original. That's
Yeah, she's the original Dance Hall Queen.
But I wouldn't put her on a Grace Hamilton level or even on a Lady Saw level.
I mean, Google says she's credited with putting dancehall queen culture on the map as the original queen of the dancehall.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just
That's
me.
not enough.
All right, guys, we have a debate for next week. Who's the queen
Yeah.
of the dancer?
That's a
You see me?
genuine debate.
All right, cool. Next question.
She's a current queen. Spice.
Next question. Can someone in this room name the steps to cook stew peas?
93.
All right, Miss
You better know this. Watch her look on the TikTok.
No, don't take out my passport.
Watch her. Make her hear.
First, what you're going to do is lay out the ingredients, which are as such.
You need chicken foot. You need some pig steel. And you're going to soak the pig steel and scald it, right? You're going to need coconut milk, scallion, thyme, onion, garlic, all of those things. Then, when you're done, pressure the chicken foot now. Make sure they cut off the nails them and such. After you do that, you're going to put your spinners, which you would have done before. And then, when you put that in a bowl one side, what you're going to do is you get out your dutchie. So make the stew peas now. So when you do that, you put the oil in the pot. And you can't help me. Put the oil in the pot.
I eat that.
No, you put the oil in the pot, and then you go put your seasoning. When you put the seasoning,
What
now,
kind of seasoning,
you go
miss?
the scallion and onion and them something we did list out
Them
before.
some day.
You know Jamaican seasoning. And when you do that now, you're going to make a contraction of coconut milk and water and mix it together.
Okay, Mishka,
She has struggled.
you tried your best.
Listen.
And then you're gonna pour it in the pot and you go put the chicken foot and the pig stick.
Guys, we have to wrap up. But Mishka, yes, if you want, Sunday dinner, do not go over to Mishka.
I don't know, I've never
Yard.
explained it before.
But we gotta go, guys. That has been our show for this morning. Sleek Radio on the 93.5. These were your morning mentions. And of course, you were listening to me, Danae, and one clause, never feel high ho. Yes,
You're not big up a guest, though.
of course. And our special Friday guests, Mishka and Trey and Rich, all of the Sleek Radio team. Yes, we gotta go, guys. But stick and stay. We have great music lined up for you. Yes, so don't touch that dial. See you next week, guys.